Landmines and jellyfish, welcome back to Knives, I guess, and I still don't know how to let someone know if my hotcakes are selling well. Maybe one of you guys could help me out with that. Anyways, I was scrolling YouTube, as you do, trying to find something to watch, and Terry's Knives and Man Stuff popped up with Fixed Blade Friday. And that reminded me I have something, and, by the way, Terry's doing a giveaway on a pretty damn badass knife soon. I know I want it, so what you need to do is you need to go ahead and go over there and subscribe, show him some love. Let him know I sent you. Let's help him get that knife given away. Y'all know what to do. Subscribe for Terry! But anyways, so Fixed Blade Friday, this one comes with a story, and you'll laugh, you'll cry. You might shave your mustache off, move to a new town, change your name, and grow a different mustache. I don't know. But, what I've got here for this is a bit non-traditional for a Fixed Blade Friday, but, I think it counts. It's kind of riding the line, but we have got the Cold Steel Bowie Machete, and this thing's an absolute monster. Like, this is a grown man's hand, and it's still going, still going, still going. This is basically just a little bit short for a full-size machete, but absolutely giant for a knife. And I've got three of these Cold Steel machetes. So I've got the Bowie, I've got the Cavalry Saber, and I've got the Kopis. That'll come up in a minute. So what happened was, I went to a camp out. It was a large group event. There was like 60, 70 people there. I roll in there on Saturday morning. No one had built a fire yet. And this is a lot of grown men over there with no fire built. And, there's a lot of single men and women too. Like, you build the outdoor version of TV and get the chairs around you so you can start talking to people. Now, I was romantically involved with the much better half, so I had no worries there. But these grown men didn't build a fire. And this is kind of like if you're a grown man that's never been inside a Harbor Freight, I'm not making eye contact with you. I'm just throwing that out there. But I strap the Kopis, and I strap the Cavalry Saber to my belt, and I go out into the woods and try to find something to start a fire with. And I find a few viable candidates. I dragged them out of the woods. And so I was just going to play with all three of them and see which one I liked the most. This is the first one I grabbed. Mind you, I had been at this camp out for approximately 12 minutes at this point, maybe 20. And so I grabbed this one first, and I start chopping at this thing. I had it leaned up on a tree so I could really get a good bite on it. And immediately, like the fifth swing, it bounces off of that branch. It skips because that wood was some kind of weird, I don't know, it was a lot harder than most of the wood that I've dealt with. But it skips off, and it bites me right here. And this thing, it came in and chopped me. I saw bone right before it filled with red. Now, me being somewhat self-aware at that point, looked down and I realized I have 3 machetes strapped to my belt, and I just cut myself, and I need to go ask somebody for help immediately. So I swallowed a lot of my pride, and I did what I could to salvage the situation. I walked very quietly back to my van, took my belt off, put all 3 machetes up, and then went to find somebody for help. Fortunately, I had a friend there who was a nurse, and she grabbed a maxi pad, slapped it down on there, wrapped it in tape, and off I went. I went back to building the fire. I got that going. I just sat there and stared at it for a while. I tried not to think too hard about what I just did to myself. And I finished off the 3 days there. I was out there playing cornhole. I was dragging stuff out for the fire. I was doing everything. And by the time, I think I gave it about a day, and then I changed the wrap on it, and I looked at it, and it was so gross looking. And, I got home, got everything cleaned again, got a fresh wrap on it, started loading it up on Neosporin, and I did not go to the doctor for it. No stitches, no nothing, because I had no insurance and could not even begin to afford that. So it is healed up on its own, which left this scar, which someone said chicks dig scars, but I'm not 100% sure about that. There's still a little tightness around it, like I can feel it pull something in here, but there wasn't enough damage done to warrant, taking more extreme measures. And everything turned out well enough. But, that's kind of what happened with this thing, and I haven't really had it out to play with it since because I'm in an urban area. And that was the thing with the fire, too, is I'm a concrete cowboy. Yeah, I get to build a fire. And, I got that fire built. For the love of God, I built it. But, I love machetes. I really do. They're usually cheap, and you can take them out into the woods or wherever you want and wail on them. and most of the time, if it's a good machete, it will soak up the damage and not care. You don't have to worry about doing a great job sharpening it. Most of them that I've had, I've sharpened on a bench grinder. They're just really good, useful, all-around tools. And, you know, if I ever had to go somewhere super sketchy, I would probably have this thing on me just to make a statement. But, yeah, that's my Cold Steel Bowie machete. And just for a reminder, like, this thing is an absolute monster. And, you know, this is just fantastic. I love it. But you've heard me ramble for long enough, and if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the guys that are subscribing. You new guys are awesome. You OGs are awesome. Thanks for the comments, the interaction, and the conversation makes this better for me personally. I enjoy it. And all that being said, again, thank you so much. Y'all have a nice day.